So it seems like there is a problem in the media world when it comes to Charlamagne the God. We got academics at him, academics TV at him. Now we got Funk Flex going at him. Let's see what Funk Flex had to say because he's going off on academics, and I will give my commentary in between. And this is all over Jay-Z. Let's check it out, y'all.
We got to do the same thing for Charlamagne, man. You know, that boy put his time in this city. Grinded very hard. He's also put on a lot of people. Changed the morning show landscape because we're always just talking about people when we want to tear them down and we want to rip them down. We got to really sometimes just give it the way it is. You know.
The truth.
Yes. That, you know, what he has built for himself and for other people is amazing. Shout out to Wendy Williams. You know, he came out of that camp. He figured it out. He got fired. He went out of town. He came back. You know, sometimes we got to give our people our accolades. And once again, let's be clear, it's later on in his career that we're looking at this right now. So I'm talking about some people who have put in a lot of good work and positive work and you know. But now we got to say he, you know, see the God was in there when Jay was saying, we're past kneeling. You know, Jay-Z knew why the NFL was reaching out to him. All of us, I got shunned. I was called every name in the book for talking about Jay-Z with that particular situation.
Yep.
My bosses at the time and different people, hey, Jay called over and said, just give him a chance. I think he said 6 months. I always knew in 6 months that you can't, that's not going to resonate the same way if it's a mistake.
All right, let me just stop it right there real quick. To keep it real with y'all, when Jay-Z took that NFL deal, that did hurt, man. I ain't gonna lie. That hurt. That was like a shot right there because it's like, you want to believe him. You know what I'm saying? You want to believe him, but the way everything played out and everything was playing out was not good. Like, at all. And the timing was bad. Like, everything about that just felt bad. And I wanted to trust him. I really wanted to trust him. But we'll get into that a little bit more. Let's go.
And whatever it was, you know, Jay-Z, like I said, 9 out of the 10 things I love about you, bro. The Colin Kaepernick thing was a real slice below the belt, and that wasn't for your people. And you try to make people believe it was for your people, and that's why you're getting the target flack, Jay. That's why you're getting the target flack, because you and your team have always tried to camouflage that you're helping with that situation, because you have helped. Listen, Meek, prison reform, you know, countless people he's put on, countless artists they have put through that Rock Nation system to sell records, show them the system. Once again, 9 out of 10 things I like about him. But, and I'll be honest, if you want to chop Colin Kaepernick off at the knees, just say it, man. That's why this thing is real questionable. It's not questionable anymore, Jay.
But why do y'all? I don't understand that narrative though. He said to chop Kaepernick off at the knees. I don't think he was doing it to really hurt Kaepernick. I don't think he was doing it for that. I think he was doing it for the bag. I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. I think he was doing it for the bag. The bag was good, and he could make small changes in the NFL by putting more black and brown people into the Super Bowl. He was able to make changes. It just, Kaepernick, the whole Kaepernick situation came at a cost of that. That's it. It came at a cost of that. I don't think he was doing it to necessarily or specifically hurt Kaepernick. Let's keep it going.
It's not questionable anymore, to be honest. It's like you cut his knees off because some way or how the NFL spoke to you or you made your way to them and you knew whatever bag that you were taking was going to neutralize Colin. You knew that. You're smarter than that. But it's okay if you want to take it. Take it, my brother. Take it, but wear it, man. That's all, because that's why this all gets weird. If you're saying something about him, he gets upset. His team gets upset because we see through the jokes. And listen, it's a good jokes, bro. I ain't knocking your jokes. I'm just saying it came at the expense of Colin Kaepernick, and we saw you.
That's all. That's all. It came at the expense of Colin Kaepernick.
You made, not you and your team, made personal calls to air personalities to make sure how they spun it. So he was with Colin in the beginning, but when you smelt the bag, and I hate to say this, my brother, but this is how it works. You was with Colin, wearing the jersey with him, phone calling him and everything. Y'all was communicating. And you either got a call, a whiff, that the NFL wants to talk to you. Somewhere in there, you made a decision. Jukes. But it's okay. Brooklyn, I understand it. You a hustler. I understand you, bro. But I keep it a buck, man. Most Brooklyn and hustlers, they just say what it is, man. I'm going to get that money. That's what the part you're not saying, Jay-Z.
That's a fact, y'all. That's a fact. That's what it is. That's what it is. It's like, y'all, I'm going to get that money. You know what I mean? I'm from Brooklyn, too. That's how it is. I'm going to get that money. But you got to keep some kind of integrity, and you got to think. Now, they say in business, sometimes when you got to make a business decision, you got to keep personal feelings out the way. And sometimes somebody's going to get hurt when you're doing it. You know, but I don't know. I kind of feel like Jay-Z could have let this one go, but I feel like he was doing it because he still had like some good to do. And that was to put more of us into the Super Bowl. So he was able to do that too. And ever since then, it's only really been us in the Super Bowl.
I'm going to get that money. Once again, I like 9 out of the 10 things that Jay-Z does. This one is just a subject matter that's been coming up, and we talking about it. Now, we're not going to fast forward. We're going to keep moving. Then we get Leonard in there. Leonard, what's his name?
McKeevy?
No, it's cool. Don't diss him. See the guard?
Yeah.
He's at this press conference. And to be honest, you know, once again, your accomplishments are great, my brother. But see the guard, you made your name off the street, and everybody that believes in you on that World Star World, online, you know, the grind, everybody from the street. That's where you made your name. So then when you get up into some press conference in the NFL and you start stuttering, looking stupid, you know, that ain't an act. Because now that we learn after academics has exposed you that this is a prior partnership that y'all did. And the problem is with the both of y'all is you're duping the public. That's the part in here. So you thought it was okay for Jay to say we're past kneeling and everything else. You sat there, you didn't say nothing. You could tell people behind the scenes what you said got edited out. We don't believe you. It's cool. And to be honest, his name's Charlamagne.
Funk Flex, you know what his name, bro. Stop, cut it out, bro. You know his name. Stop, bro. You talking about him.
Tell you why you did that. And I'm going to turn the music down. I'm going to tell you why a lot of people don't understand why you did that. I'm going to tell you why. You stood outside of New York, in North Carolina, your whole life. I think you did a little time in Philly. And you look down at this city, and you're amazed by it. You want to come here. And you wanted to skip the line. And you thought, let me get next to Jay-Z. I mean, you rode his corn knob every chance you got, bro. Every chance you got. You rode his pepper, and you got his mayonnaise all over your face. Every chance you got. You know why? Because you was looking for validation from a New York cat.
All right, Flex. All right, I'm going to stop you right there, bro. Stop it, bro. I was kind of with you. I was kind of with you, Flex. I was kind of with you, bro. But what is you talking about? He just wanted New York validation. Stop it, Flex. Stop. It's Jay-Z. It doesn't matter if Jay-Z was from a different spot. He's Jay-Z. Anybody's going to want validation from Jay. Come on, bro. It had nothing to do with New York, bro. Nothing. I don't believe that. Flex, you just reaching now. Now you're reaching. Like, come on, man.
You wanted validation. And what you did not realize, Charlamagne, is that boy Jay-Z right there, you ain't smarter than him. He's hustler from Brooklyn. You ain't never gonna outsmart him.
Ever.
And I know, Charlamagne, you was at your dinner table. Jay-Z really likes me. He likes my opinion. You was wearing that dirty Rock Nation hat, I don't know how many days in a row. I thought it was a uniform. I'm just keeping it a buck with you. I'm not taking away from your accomplishments and what you do for people. But I'm saying you are a groupie with that Jay-Z. And you know something? We're going to keep it a buck today. You know, us from New York, see, you thought us falling back on Jay, you could just jump in and put his knob all over your nose, right? And put his eggnog all in your mouth.
All right, Flex. All right, Flex. All right. Now, it seems like since academics and Charlamagne's been going at it, it's been like this whole media war. Like, people are choosing sides and all this stuff. Like, academics straight up act, you can't go to war with Charlamagne. You can't. I just don't think that you can. And you're trying to tell your friend from Academics TV, George or whatever, the Asian guy that lives in Australia, he's getting destroyed out here for thinking that he can run a smear campaign on Charlamagne. Funk Flex has a little bit more time in the game, so he could probably do it a little bit. But academics, you cannot. Now, it seems like a lot of people are upset with Charlamagne because he does, honestly, even though I do like Charlamagne, even though he does some weird stuff, he did some weird stuff in the past, though. I ain't gonna lie, he was a little creepy, too. But he always finds a way to kind of defend stuff that Jay-Z does. Always. He's always in Jay-Z's good grace. He's always protecting him, always defending him in a nice, slick way. And that's good media. He's a good media guy. So he knows how to do it very well. Unlike people like academics. And what I don't like about academics is that he's trying to make fun of Charlamagne for doing this for Jay-Z, but academics does this for Drake. And he does a terrible job at it. Like, the narrative that they spin to make Drake look good is really bad. They're really bad. Charlamagne does it in a nice, he does it in a cool way. They always play the, Jay-Z is doing it for the people and the culture. And it be just enough to back it up. It's not like they're just saying it and it's just not happening. It'd be enough to back it up. Because Jay-Z really do be doing stuff for the people, it seemed like. It do, even though he puts himself first, but it's always like, I'm going to do this for me, but I got to incorporate everybody else in it. Or our people in it. And that's what I think he did with the Super Bowl. Now, what hurt me with the Super Bowl the most, at first, I wanted to believe him. And I kind of like, everybody was like, yo, just give him a chance. Give him 6 months. Let's see what he do with it. Let's see what he do with it. Now, he did do good stuff with it. Like I said before, he put nothing but black and brown people in the Super Bowl. We're seen more in the Super Bowl. But when I seen the clip, when they said Jermaine Dupri, he told Jermaine Dupri to fall back on it. When that started, when they offered, I guess the NFL offered it to Jermaine Dupri. And then Jay-Z called him and said, that's not a good idea. When that narrative started coming out, and then Nessa started coming out and saying that Jay-Z was treating Colin Kaepernick bad and stuff, that's when I was like, man, like, please, like, no, Jay, no. I'm going to show y'all the Jermaine Dupri thing right now. Mind you, it was Funk Flex that said it. Look, I just got off the phone with Jermaine Dupri. He confirmed that when he was working with the NFL last year, he did get a call from Jay-Z asking him, how deep are you in with the NFL? Expressing that might not be a good idea. This is in 2019. On top of that, Funk Flex wasn't the only person who said that. Jermaine Dupri's in-house producer, what's his name, bro? What's his name, bro? Brian Michael Cox. Brian Michael Cox said that same thing. But then Jermaine Dupri, he had to kind of do like damage control and said Jermaine Dupri says Jay-Z didn't advise him to turn down the NFL deal. He and I never had a conversation where he told me, don't do what you're doing. Now, let me tell you something about Jermaine Dupri. In my honest opinion, Jermaine Dupri is good with his words. So he's not going to say, this is probably not the exact words that Jay-Z said, but I do believe that there is a possibility that Jay-Z did say something along those lines. You know what I'm saying? Along those lines. But that's just me. That's just me. But I'm gonna end the video here, y'all. Y'all let me know what y'all think about Funk Master Flex going at Jay-Z and Charlamagne. Do y'all think do y'all think Jay-Z was right in that situation? Do y'all think Jay-Z was living his truth in that situation? Do you think Charlamagne is living his truth? I don't know. Y'all let me know in the comments. Follow me on TikTok. Follow me on Instagram at Blingo for Vero. Shop VeroClothing.net. Actually, the website is going through a revamp. Just join the mailing list for me for the next drop. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Like, comment, subscribe. Live your truth. Peace.